we talked about using different methods to solve a system of linear equations. Now, in this problem, I'm going to use the elimination method, which looks like it would work rather well, because if I add straight down, I end up with 2x. My y's cross off is equal to 8. Divide through by 2. I end up with x equals 4. So now I have part of my solution. I have my x value. To get my y value, I just take one of my original equations, and I'm going to plug 4 in for the x value. So that's going to be 4 plus 2y is equal to 6. I'm going to subtract off 4 from both sides. So 2y is equal to 2. Divide through by 2. Y is equal to 1. So my solution is 4, 1. Solve the system by the method of elimination. Now this one, if I add straight down, nothing crosses up. So what I would do is I'd multiply everything, the top equation, by 2. So I'm going to multiply this equation by 2. I'm going to multiply this term by 2. That gives me 10. And I'll multiply this by 2, which would give me 20. Now, if I add straight down, 2x plus 3x is 5x, but 10y minus 10y is 0, so it crosses off. And 20 minus 5 is 15. So now if I divide through by 5 here, I end up with x equals 3. Again, I'm almost done, but I still have to find my y value, so I'm just going to take the top equation and I'm going to plug 3 in for x. So 3 plus 5y is equal to 10. Subtract off 3. So 5y is equal to 7. Divide through by 5, and I end up with 7/5, which is not a very nice number, but it's not bad. All right. This week, we're going to be talking about multivariable linear systems, which means there's more than 2 variables. You're going to end up with an x, a y, and a z, and you're going to solve those. So linear equations, solutions using elimination with 3 variables. Systems of equations with 3 variables are only slightly more complicated to solve than those with 2 variables. The 2 most straightforward methods of solving these types of equations are by elimination and by using a 3x3 matrices. We're going to be using the elimination method. We're not going to get into matrices to solve, but they are an interesting way to solve a system. To use elimination to solve a system of 3 equations with 3 variables, follow this procedure. Write all of the equations in standard form, cleared of decimals or fractions. And when they say in standard form, we want to have them in like x, y, z. All of them have to be in the same alphabetical order there. Step 2, choose a variable to eliminate, then choose any 2 of the 3 equations and eliminate the chosen variable. Step 3, select a different set of 2 equations and eliminate the same variable as in step 2. Step 4, solve the 2 equations from steps 2 and 3 for the 2 variables they contain. Step 5, substitute. It's like, ooh, look at all these steps. Let's take an example. Okay, so in this problem, it says solve the system of equations using elimination. So we have to pick 2. Well, the first thing we have to do is we have to decide which variable do we want to get rid of. Okay, and I'm looking up there, and it's like, man, none of them are great to get rid of. So let's say that we choose x to get rid of. Okay, we're just gonna, and so now I'm just deciding that I'm gonna get rid of x's. Okay, so it doesn't really matter if I add which one together, because the x's aren't going to go away. So I'm going to multiply the first or the second equation. I'm going to add the first 2 equations together. Okay, I'm going to add equation 1 and 2 together. So I'm going to write 4x minus 2y plus 3z is equal to 1. And then here I'm going to multiply through by -4. So that gives me -4x minus 12y plus 16z is equal to, what is that, 28? Okay, so I multiplied through by -4 on this equation because I want to get rid of the x value. So now if I add straight down, the x's cross off, I'm left with -14y plus 19z is equal to 29. That's a 14 here, okay? So now, since I used equation 1 and 2, I have to use equation 3 to get rid of the same variable. I have to get rid of x again. But I could use either equation 1 or 2. It doesn't really make a difference. I have to use equation 3. So I'm going to write that one down right away. So I end up with 3x plus y plus 2z is equal to 5. Now, I've got to get rid of, I have to use either 1 or 2. I'm going to use equation 2 because now if I multiply through by negative 3, okay, so now I'd end up with negative 3x plus negative 9y plus 12z is equal to 21. Okay, so now if I add straight down, the x's cross off. So I'm left with, what is that, negative 8y plus 14z is equal to 26. Now, do you see what we did there? So now, what am I left with? I'm left with two equations. I'm left with this equation here, which only has two variables, a y and a z. And I think the next slide, they did the other one too. And then I end up with my second equation, which only has a y and a z. So do you see what we did? We got rid of one of the variables. We got rid of the x. Now it basically is the exact same problem as we did the week before spring break. Now we have two equations, two variables. It's a really kind of nasty looking, I mean, I have negative 14y plus 19z is equal to 29, and negative 8y plus 14z is equal to 26. Now I have to decide which variable do I want to get rid of here. Do I want to get rid of x? Do I want to get rid of y? Makes no difference. But in this case, let's get rid of the y, and we'll just follow there. They multiply the top equation by negative 8, bottom one by 14. We ended up with this. If we add straight down, we end up with 44z is equal to 132. Now z is equal to 3. Whew, we have one of our variables. So now it gets easy. So now all we do is we take that, plug it into one of the equations that has two variables, find out what that value is. Then I will end up with a z is equal to 3, and then I'll end up with y is equal to some number. And then I go to one of the original of the three equations that we started with. Okay, so they found out that y is equal to 2. And then you take those and substitute it back into one of the original equations to solve for x. So it's really a lot of steps involved in this type of problem, but it's not that bad. I mean, you're really trying to do a lot, but let's take a look at this problem. Now, this one here is kind of cool because it already, if you look at it, it's like, oh, we already have one of our answers. And when you do an ordered pair, it's always alphabetical, x, y, and z. So I already know what my z value is. It's already 2. So now let's take the z value and plug it into this equation here to find my y value. So I end up with 9y plus 2 is equal to 29. Subtract the 2 off. 9y is equal to 27. Y is equal to 3. Oh, now I have my y value and my z value. To find my x value, we just plug it back into the original, one of the original. So that's 5x plus 2 times 3 minus 7 times 2. So that gives me, is equal to negative 13. So 5x plus 6 minus 14 is equal to negative 13. 6 minus 14 is that negative 8. So I'm going to add 8 to both sides. So 5x equals negative 5, so x equals negative 1. So negative 1, 3, and 2 should be my solution. Now the next problem is a little bit tougher because now we have to do everything. We have to get rid of all the variables. Okay, so I'm looking at it and it's like, okay, which variables do I want to get rid of? And I look at it and it's like, I'm going to use these two equations. I'm going to get rid of the z value because then I don't have to change anything, right? So 4x plus y plus 2z is equal to 13. And then I have 6x plus 4y minus 2z is equal to 22. Now, if I add straight down, guess what? The z's cross off. So I end up with 10x plus 5y is equal to 35. Okay. Now, I did not use the middle equation, so I have to use that now. And I have to get rid of z again. So I'm just going to write that down. Okay, so which one of these do I want to use, the top one or the bottom one, to get rid of the z? I'm going to use the bottom one. I'm going to multiply through by 3. Why am I multiplying by 3? Because that'll give me a negative 6z, which will cross this out. So 3 times 6x, that gives me 18x plus 12y minus 6z is equal to 66. All right, so if I add straight down, I get 26x plus 15y is equal to, what is that going to be, 101? All right, so now I have two equations. 26x plus 15y is equal to 101. And I want to add straight down to get rid of one of those variables, right? Because I got rid of the z, so now I'm left with two variables. I'm going to multiply through by 3 on the top equation. No, I'm going to multiply by negative 3, okay? Because that'll give me negative 15y. So that gives me negative 30x minus 15y is equal to, is that 105, negative 105? And then I end up with 26x plus 15y is equal to 101. If I add straight down now, I end up with, is that negative 4x equals negative 4, x equals 1. Whew. So I've got my x value. Now to find my y value, I just go up to one of the two equations. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to put 1 in here. So it gives me 26 plus 15y is equal to 101. I'm going to subtract 26 off there, and I'm just going to do my work over here so I don't make a mistake. So that gives me 575. So if I put that in there, I end up with 15y is equal to 75. What is that, 5 for y? So my y value is 5. And then if I plug the 1 and the 5 up into one of these original equations, I end up with 2 for my z value.